My name is Dr. Noelle Lucas from Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, and I am here to talk to you about your dog's nutrition and some questions that you might have related to that. And I have an assistant, Alex, who's going to ask me a few of those questions that you might have.
Dr. Lucas, how do I know what foods are toxic to dogs?
So foods that are toxic to dogs, there are some that just jump right out at us, and often you guys do know them. So number one would be chocolate. High doses of chocolate in dogs can be toxic. Another common toxicity ingredient would be, or food that we might feed them would be grapes or raisins, or children might have grapes and raisins and your dog might be eating them from them. Small amounts of them probably aren't going to be too terrible, but large amounts of grapes and raisins can be quite toxic to dogs. Also, something that you might not know so much about would be onions and garlic. Again, probably not something you'd probably feed them. There are also other toxic ingredients to pets. The list can be quite extensive, but those are some of the more common ones that we think about. Yep.
Can I feed my dog human food?
So dogs can eat human food and often do. We have a lot of dogs eating from all kinds of dinner plates across the country. Most dogs can handle human food pretty well, but when they get lots of it or get it in excess, we know that that can cause some gastrointestinal issues or even some skin and dermatologic problems.
If I know the food is giving them sickness? How do I know if it's making them sick?
So if you're feeding food, so just some of the basic common sense would be, well, how long has that dog food been open? Or is it being stored correctly in an airtight container? Oils in dry dog food can go rancid. So dogs that are going to be getting sick from the food that you're feeding them are going to show you that they don't want to eat very much, or maybe vomiting or having diarrhea related to just yucky, bad food that's making them sick.
If I suddenly change my dog's diet, will that cause harm to them?
So the recommendation is not to acutely change a dog's diet from like brand A to brand B, because that acute change can cause gut distress. So the recommendation would be to transition your dog's diet from one dog food to another, ideally over about a week. So you start with the original diet, and then you add in the new diet, and then gradually over time you reduce the amount of the original diet and increase the amount of the new diet till in about a week you've transitioned them over to the new diet gently and safely.
What's an elimination diet and how does it work?
So elimination diets are usually recommended when we have a dog that we have concerns that would have food allergy or food intolerance, either from them having recurrent GI distress or even itchy skin and skin disease. So a food elimination diet would be something your doctor would prescribe for your dog to eat specifically for a period of time, and then we would work with you to determine what ingredients your dog could have back because they're intolerant to some.
How do I know if my dog's eating something toxic?
So toxicity often comes up when a dog comes in who is having GI distress. So not eating, vomiting, or diarrhea. Most often when a dog presents with vomiting, people are worried that their dog may have eaten something that's toxic, which there are several things that dogs can eat off the ground outside, either from falling from trees or little worms and things that they want to eat. So it's often important to discuss that with your veterinarian if your dog is feeling sick. And then if you have any more questions about your dog's nutrition or things that might be causing some GI issues, please reach out to your veterinarian, or we'd love to see you here at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital.